Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair, Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bell of Lost Souls with
Evan from Dragon's Lair, Comics and Fantasy.
We're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Evan, we just got back from Gen Con.
Yes. Well, I didn't, but you did.
I did.
Yes.
And I saw this on the floor, and I gotta say, this was one of the prettiest looking board games on the floor by far. What is this game?
This is Photosynthesis,
Ah.
named after the process of plants making their own food through light. It's a beautiful game where players are creating a forest. You have little stands that represent trees, and you have a sun cycle. It's just a pretty game. Yeah,
like I said, this was a really pretty game. We walked by the booth. I was really like, can we stop? Can we stop? But we had a meeting to go to, so it was Gen Con. It was busy.
Yeah.
But man, I'm so excited about this one from Blue Orange. Let's take a look inside Photosynthesis. All right, we have Photosynthesis
from Blue Orange.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yes.
This, again, super pretty. You saw this one at Gen Con.
Yeah, look at the kind of shiny. Like it's the top of the tree too. It's very cool.
And like it looks way brighter than it is, but it's not the
Here's the back. So that's kind of like what it looks like towards the end of the game. You're building this forest. It's very aesthetically beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when we walked by. You saw these people playing it and demoing it, and you're like, wow, what is that? Like, it really draws the eye.
Yeah.
Like, you really want to check it out. So, let's back the box. Let's open this one up.
Boom. Okay. All right. So this is the French
we got a couple different rules. Yeah, that's for the French speakers out there.
English, both American and British.
British English. Yep.
And then this is assembly for the trees.
Yes.
So also it has assembly for the innards of the box.
Yeah, because you're gonna want storage for later.
Yeah.
So that's what
which is really cool. They really designed the box to be used after the trees. Are built. So that's very cool.
Yep.
These are the innards for that.
Yep. We'll put these to the side. It's just
they're squares.
Yeah.
And you put them in each corner. They hold the trees, and they separate by the 4 different tree types.
Yeah. It's a nice touch.
Yes.
It's not necessary, but I'm really glad they did it.
Now, as we saw in the back of the box, this is 100% recycled paper.
It is.
Yes. So.
But that doesn't mean it's good quality though.
No, that's really good quality.
Oh, that's cool. So, this is where you place your different trees. As you can see here.
Yeah.
And again, really cool looking board. This is the main board though, right?
Yes, this is the main board. So this is the board that's, what is this, a hexagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, hexagon.
Yep.
And there are different rings, and you'll see 1 leaf, 2 leaf, 3 leaf, 4 leaf. Now, depending on where you place your trees, the more towards the center you are, whenever you harvest, which is taking the tree away and getting points, the more towards the center you get more points.
Right.
So that's kind of how it works. It doesn't have to do with soil or anything like that. Now, on each edge, as we'll see in a second, the sun is going to take over 2 edges, and it's going to shine light in a direction. So if it was on these 2 edges, it'd shine light that way.
Yeah.
Every tree that's not blocked gets light points, which is kind of like your currency, which we'll see in a second too. But yeah, this is the main board.
Yeah. But there's a soil element too, right? Not on the board per se, but like...
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the sun.
See, we saw that.
So here, if we can take this out again real quick.
Yep.
I'll show you. I put on the edge right here.
Put on the edge.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah.
Boom.
And then it'll rotate around. The game is played by 3 rotations, so once it goes around once, it's 1 rotation.
Okay.
These, I think, are added onto the board. Oh, these are the points.
Okay.
So if you harvest a tree that's in a 4 area, you have the option, or you can get 22, 21, or 20 points, and it goes down from there.
Okay.
And the first person to harvest on a 4 leaf gets the top tier points of that.
Okay.
So that does matter too. So we have the punch outs now. This is the character sheet for
orange trees.
The orange trees. I'm not good at botany.
I'm not either.
So
these are the green trees.
those look like. Yeah, green. Green trees. Now these are also down here on the bottom. These are the small version of the trees, I believe. Either the small or the medium version of the trees.
Yeah, because you can see here, you actually start there, and then they get...
Yeah, so there are 3 sizes. There's a small, medium, large, and then there are... The point, that's a harvest, okay. And then those are the seeds. These are what the seeds look like. This over here is your life, or your light points. So that's kind of your currency. It'll go up as you collect light. Okay. And these are how much light each of these phases cost, or buying cost.
These are the Everblue trees.
Yes.
See what I did there?
They're very blue. Yes.
They're blue.
Well, they have pine cones, so are they pine trees?
They're evergreens. Pines are evergreens. But
oh, okay. Well, again, like I said, trees aren't my forte.
Yep.
And then
acorns.
Acorns. So
these are the yellow trees.
The yellow trees. Yellowish greenish trees.
Yeah. I'm basing it off the color, not the actual tree type, but
here. Okay, yeah, these are the medium and large, and then the seeds for the orange trees.
Yep. Very cool. And then again, green ones.
Yep.
The ever blues.
Yep.
And then the yellow trees. Cool. And then just more tree types as you see there, more punch outs.
Those look like the smallest. Yeah, smallest still.
The small guys.
A lot of small ones. And then these are just filler.
Oh. Hey.
Yeah. Because they designed the box to be able to, put everything
you
in.
can put the trees. Okay. Yeah.
So you take these out and permanently throw them away, and then you put the inserts in after.
Or recycle them.
Yes. Recycle. So yeah, that's all the components. Do you want to go through the rule book?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pause real quick. We'll put these away and we'll take a look at those rules. All right, we have Photosynthesis, the rules here. These are the English version, obviously, because I didn't do French, I did Spanish.
But they do have French.
They do have French.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
So, I mean, right off the bat, introduction, components, and objective of the game.
I love it when they do this right up front. So the whole point of the game, use your light points, take your trees through their cycle from seedlings to fully grown, then collect scoring tokens with points proportional to the richness of the soil. See, I knew it was a soil thing.
Okay. Well, that's the rings.
That was the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. First off, let's go over this. Pages are the rules are 4 pages long.
I don't know any rule set that's got 4 pages of rules. I'm just kidding.
There are several.
There are several games.
And it's the large, color print, but it's not complex game at all. There's a setup which is very simple. Each player starts with 2 small trees. And they start on 2 sides. I think that has to be adjacent or doesn't. I think you take turns. Then playing a round. The round is simple. There's a photosynthesis phase, which is collecting light points.
Yep.
How that works too is small trees. So if, let's say, in this example, the sun is on these 2 edges and shining light that direction.
Yep.
Small trees block sunlight 1 space. So if this tree was right here, and let's say there was another tree right here,
it would get
this tree would get a light point, but this tree would not because there's shadow.
Okay.
Medium trees block 2 spaces, and large trees block 3 spaces.
Oh.
So it's a bit of a puzzle aspect too, and you can kind of screw over your other players by placements of trees.
Yeah, it says right there. That's
exactly. Yeah, which I don't think that was in the camera, but it says right there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So photosynthesis phase is just you're collecting points. You're looking at how the trees you have on there, how many points you get. That's very simple. Then the main phase of the life cycle phase. This is where you can do the most things. You can possible actions you can buy, which on the character boards we saw earlier. There's little, large, or little, medium, and large trees you can buy.
Yeah.
Also buy seeds that you can place out there, and you can grow trees and harvest for points. So you can buy, plant a seed, grow a tree.
So the other thing too I've noticed was the planting of the seeds are important, right?
Yeah.
Because that's how you get more trees on the board. But more importantly, the bigger the tree is, the farther away the seeds can go.
Yes.
That's a very key important.
Well, so you have to place a seed next to a tree, and if it's a small tree, it has to be right next to it, medium 2 at least, or big 3. So yeah, it is important. That's kind of why you want big trees to be out there, but if you leave them out there longer and you don't harvest them until later in the game, you get less points because the points go down as people collect them. So
which we saw,
it's a kind of a balance of whether or not you want to keep the big trees out there and then harvest later or harvest now.
I don't know. That's a really tough call. Like, do I try to go for a big tree early? So that I can get my seeds further out there, or do I get little seeds and get them in?
That's one of the nice things about this game. It's simple to learn, but there is complexity to it. It's not just putting trees out there and harvesting right away.
Again, it does totally mirror what nature would do, which is to try to get your trees or your seedlings in the best possible place to make them grow. Like
exactly.
That's what they want to do. So just to perpetuate that.
And then the last part of the life cycle is collecting, which is where you take the tree off the largest tree and you collect the points. Now here's a cool aspect to this game too. If you don't have a space on your character board to put the tree or seeds back, they are permanently removed from the game.
Ooh.
So you also have to kind of balance whether or not you have space on your board for putting stuff back.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have less to work with later on in the game.
Okay. Well,
now,
that's pretty cool.
End of a round, you collect the points, yada yada. The game is played by 3 cycles, so when the sun goes around 3 times, which it'll go, once every turn. Once it goes around 3 times, that's the end of the game. And then there are advanced variations. Which,
if you want to make it more difficult.
Includes the 4th sun rotation, or players cannot plant seeds or grow a tree when that seed or tree is shadowed by another tree.
Pretty sneaky.
Which is also,
That makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see why this is a very competitive game.
Yeah.
But like, it's not cutthroat, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's not very violent. It's a pretty simple looking game to get into. As we saw here, 4 pages of rules. But yeah, there's some tactical.
Yeah, there's some tactics to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool. I can see why the booth at Gen Con was packed all weekend.
Oh,
so
I'm sure.
That's pretty awesome. So.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Let's hop out for a really quick recap. Well, that was Photosynthesis. Man, it looks so pretty.
Yeah, it's a really cool game. I especially like at the very end where the forest is complete.
Yeah.
And it looks like a forest. It's very cool.
Yeah,
It's just all the trees in one spot.
I think it's very interesting too because the players you're picking where to place your trees.
Yeah.
And you want to pick the best spot so that you can get the most sunlight, as we saw in the game. But it's very interesting to me because it kind of reflects how nature actually works.
Yeah.
Where like trees are actually vying for the best spot with sunlight.
As the sun goes around the board, you can block the sunlight from other trees and stuff like that. It's very cool.
It's a very cool system. And then of course the soil too matters for the trunks too.
And the points.
Yeah. So, and again, really fun looking game, really family friendly as well. So cool stuff. Let's crunch some numbers on Photosynthesis real fast. What is the number of players on this one?
2 to 4.
2 to 4 players. We saw that the runtime was what, like
45 to 60 minutes.
Yep.
It's about 8 and up. Not complex or not violent at all.
Yeah,
unless you think trees are violent, you know.
This game's also recycled paper, so I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. Oh yeah, 100% recycled. That's awesome.
So very family friendly, very
eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly too.
Yes.
So interesting stuff. What's the price point on?
Here's the best part. It's only $39.99.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be like $50.
Yeah, I
was a good $20 cheaper. I mean,
easily expecting this to be
$10 cheaper.
Yeah. So
math.
Cool.
But, yeah.
So go check this one out. Again, we just saw it at Gen Con. Was really impressed. Is this one out in stores now?
Yeah, brand new in stores.
Shipping right now. Go check it out. I'm AdamHarry from Bulls.
I'm Evan from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.